Most IT admins treat Entra ID like it's just Active Directory in the cloud. It's not. Managing Entra the same way you manage on-premise AD will create security gaps that are genuinely hard to fix. Today, we're breaking down the real differences between these two identity systems: protocols, structure, security, and when you use both. Let's get into it. Active Directory was built in 1999 for one world: everyone in the office, everything on the local network. Its model is built on trust within the perimeter. If you're on the network, you're trusted. Authentication runs on Kerberos and NTLM, fast and reliable on a local network, but never designed for the internet. AD gives you a hierarchical structure: domains, OUs, group policy objects. You control everything from one place. That worked perfectly until everyone left the building. Entra ID was built for a completely different world. Users at home, on the road, on personal devices, accessing apps not hosted on your network. Instead of Kerberos and NTLM, Entra uses OAuth 2.0, Open ID Connect, and SAML, web protocols built for apps like Microsoft 365, Salesforce, and ServiceNow. Here's what most admins miss. Entra ID is not a domain controller in the cloud. There are no domain controllers in Entra, no OU structure, no GPOs. It is a completely different identity platform. Same Microsoft, different product. Let's put them side by side. Authentication. AD uses Kerberos and NTLM. Entra uses OAuth 2.0 and Open ID Connect. Here's what that looks like in practice. A user sits down at a coffee shop and opens their laptop. With Entra ID, they authenticate to Teams over HTTPS. Token-based, no VPN needed. Now, ask that same user to access a file share on your on-premise server. Without a VPN, they can't reach the domain controller. Kerberos doesn't work over the open internet. Same user, same device, two completely different authentication paths. Structure. AD is hierarchical. Domains, OUs, nested containers. Entra is flat. No OUs. You use security groups, Microsoft 365 groups, and administrative units instead. Don't try to recreate your OU structure in Entra. Different tool, different logic. Group policy. AD uses GPOs to push settings to machines. Entra uses Intune for device management and conditional access for access control. More granular, more scalable. Let's talk about conditional access, because this is where Entra ID's security model really separates itself. In traditional AD, your security boundary is the network. Get on the network, you're in. That's why lateral movement attacks hit on-premise environments so hard. Once an attacker is on the LAN, AD gives them a lot to work with. Entra ID operates on zero trust. The network is not your boundary. Identity is. Every access request is evaluated. Who is the user? What device are they on? What are they trying to access? Is this behavior normal? Conditional access is how you enforce that. Write a policy. If a user signs in from outside the US on an unmanaged device, block access or require MFA. If they're on a compliant Intune managed device on the corporate network, let them through without a prompt. You are making access decisions based on context, not just a password. You cannot do any of that natively with AD and GPOs. This is why conditional access is one of the most important skills in Microsoft environments right now. MFA. In AD, MFA requires additional tooling. In Entra, it's native. Security defaults enforce it across your entire tenant in minutes. Most environments today are hybrid. You are not choosing one or the other. You are running both. Entra ID Connect syncs your on-premise AD identities up to Entra. One username, one password works everywhere. The critical thing to understand: AD is still the source of truth. Changes flow from AD up to Entra, not the other way around by default. If you create a user in Entra only, that user does not exist in your on-premise AD. Know your sync direction before you make changes. This is one of the most common mistakes in hybrid environments. AD was built for the building. Entra ID was built for everywhere. They are not competitors. They are two identity platforms built for two different eras of IT. In most environments you work in today, you need to understand both. If this was useful, hit the like button, subscribe. The next video is OSI model explained in 5 minutes. If you work in IT and you've never had the OSI model click for you, that one will fix it fast. Drop a comment with your question. I read everyone.